I hate Spotify. Spotify wants you to think they're this invincible, unstoppable giant of the music game, but behind that shiny facade, their business is in serious trouble. The experience sucks, which is alienating anyone who actually cares about music, and the poor artists are just getting screwed, just like back in the Napster days. And those data breaches, talk about a ticking time bomb. Could this be the beginning of Spotify's downfall? Let's talk about customers. This is where Spotify is seriously leaking. Spotify are hemorrhaging users. Anyone with half a brain knows a lousy experience drives people away, and each customer lost costs them big time. And what about value for money? Spotify hasn't got it. Crappy audio, ads killing your listening experience, and it's a joke that you still have to pay extra for what should really be the basics. That's clearly an invitation for competitors to undercut and steal their following. And the bleeding doesn't stop there. Let me ask you this. Do you think artists that are keeping Spotify alive are happy? Now, I bet you can answer that yourself.
You would need 2 million streams a month to make about $5,000, which is a decent paycheck, not an amazing one, but that's still before you consider all the equipment, resources, studios, and taxes and business necessary to actually make enough music to sustain those sort of streams.
Big battle brewing in the music business. Superstar Taylor Swift abruptly pulling all of her albums from the streaming service Spotify.
Infamously known as the platform that pays artists the least. And considering that they boast over 551 million active users each month, out of 220 million are premium, that's a lot of money flowing in, while only a small fraction is flowing out.
Pennies per stream simply isn't a business model. It's basically exploitation. And I'll give it a few years max before the whole industry revolts. If Spotify wants talent, they must be ready to actually pay for it. Otherwise, they'll watch those artists walk. Spotify is obsessed with algorithms, and it's killing more than just artist morale. Anyone who loves music knows that when it's all about chasing trends, real artistry gets shoved aside. They're turning music into throwaway art, and that's a loss for everyone. Okay, and the final nail in Spotify's coffin, those data breaches. We're not just talking about embarrassing headlines here. This is a serious threat to everyone using the platform. 100,000 accounts compromised? Come on. And that's probably just the tip of the iceberg. Maybe I don't care if someone knows my listening habits, but my credit card details? That's a whole different story. User data is Spotify's bloodline, and they can't even keep that safe. Frankly, there are better options out there. Services that actually prioritize their customers' privacy and offer a more personalized experience. So yeah, Spotify is a prime example of how not to run a business. They undervalue customers, exploit artists, and clearly don't prioritize security. A clear road to ruin. And trust me, I've seen businesses like this crash and burn. Want the roadmap for something that lasts in the crazy world of modern business? Then you need to check out my 20 years of business in just 6 minutes video. Think of it as the antidote to Spotify's mess. Lessons learned the hard way so you don't have to. And you won't find this kind of real world insight in any textbook. Until next time, Ultra and out.